Hello there, and welcome to Charter Local Edition Northwest. Today we're at the Capitol in Salem, and we're talking to your elected leaders about what they're working on for you this session. My guest is our Democratic Representative David Gomberg. Thank you for joining us.
It's so nice to see you again.
Nice to see you too. I hear you're working on transportation this session.
You know, when you're at the coast, you're always working on transportation.
and get the guests in and out.
Well, that's exactly it. I mean, transportation's critical. It's critical for bringing customers to us, and it's critical for taking our products to market. And it also becomes very critical when you've got an aging population and healthcare becomes a consideration, and not all the services that you need are available at the beach, and you need to go into Corvallis from Newport. You need to go into Salem from Lincoln City. And so those transportation networks become absolutely critical. And people at the coast are going to tell you, gosh, we've got two seasons at the beach. One is winter and one is construction. That's what we see all the time, because as we speak, there are 3 different major projects going on in Lincoln County. Transportation repairs, it's kind of like going to the dentist. You know you need to do it. You don't like it when it's going on, and you're so pleased when it's over with. And we are going to be pleased to have these big projects behind us. They're going to make an important difference at the Oregon coast.
How do you think it will change the future?
Well, there's a major project going on between Corvallis and Newport right now. It's going to eliminate 8 miles of twisty, turny roads that are literally the most dangerous stretch of highway in the state. An average of 1 to 2 fatalities a year on this stretch. They're going to be bypassing that with a new, straight, clean roadway that's going to cut anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes off the commute between Corvallis and Newport. That's going to be good for our local economy. It's going to be good for the safety of people that are driving back and forth, whether they're visitors or whether they're locals. And it's also going to be very significant for the new development in Newport of the Hatfield Marine Science Center, where we're bringing 500 undergraduate students from OSU and another 150 staff people, and that increased interaction between OSU and Corvallis and OSU and Newport.
And they're going to have that infrastructure set up for that.
Exactly. So transportation is critical to all of those things.
And you're always diligent about working on emergency preparedness, particularly tsunami preparation.
Well, you know, we have to be concerned about that. And we don't need to be paranoid about it, but we do need to be prepared. And I think Oregonians are increasingly beginning to understand the ramifications of this major Cascadia subduction event, the big one that's going to come eventually, not if, but when it's going to come. And so we want, going back to transportation, we want our roads and bridges prepared for when that happens, to minimize the impacts and to give us, put us in a better position to recover. But it goes deeper than that. I mean, I want the kids in our schools to be learning about emergency preparation.
Oh, right. And wherever they are.
And having that age-appropriate education, so that young kids know what to do if they go home and their parents haven't been able to get back because the bridges have fallen down.
Right.
Or middle-aged kids to be working on their emergency kits and where they store the kits and what kind of materials they need to have to be prepared. And older kids having some, being able to assist with emergency response and first aid and coordinating the huge logistical challenges that we're going to face out at the beach when the ground starts shaking and the bridges fall down, and we're going to be cut off from the valley and on our own until things get squared away in the valley. We're going to need to be able to take care of ourselves, and we want everybody better prepared for that. You know, and if we just committed 1 or 2 days a year to that kind of preparation, when this thing finally arrives in 30 or 40 years, we're going to have 2 or 3 generations of residents out there that have had annual preparation and annual skill building, and we're going to be in a much better position to prepare, to withstand, and to recover from this major event, and we know what's going to happen.
Well, and it's an important thing to ingrain in children. I know my children, whenever we work on these things, they're very receptive to it. Kids love to get together and lay everything out and go shopping and fill the backpack up and get ready. And then if you take that and build it up through the ages, there's enthusiasm for young people.
This is water filters and emergency radios and food supplies and emergency toilets. I mean, this is all cool stuff for kids.
Not hard to sell when you're teaching your kids these things.
And I'm not making light of this. I am not. But being prepared means thinking through what we're going to need to do to get ready.
And teaching our children so they're ready for whatever emergency, wherever they are.
Exactly.
Well, thank you. I appreciate your time coming to talk with us, and I wish you good luck with this session.
Well, thank you. It's always a pleasure.
This is Charter Local Edition Northwest in Salem. I'm Dana Cowley, and thank you for joining us.